Hi guys, this is how I take something that's 8 millimeters and turn it into over a 1 meter print. After I've scaled it to the size that I want, I will generally cut it perfectly in half, delete the other half, so I'm only working with one side, and you'll see me cut each individual piece, clone it, and then mirror it on the axis. This just makes sure that all my lines will line up, and it'll be easier to put together once all the parts are printed. You'll see by the size of the bed and in the settings I'm using an Ender 3 V3 as my printer. This is just so I can cut as many pieces as possible that'll fit on all my printers. There are some parts at the very end that won't fit on it, and I decided that I'll just print those on my larger printers. You'll see as I make the cuts, I will move the model around, just trying to make sure that each cut takes up as much as possible on the bed. And I'm trying not to have strange angles or little bits left over by the end. I'd rather have a smaller, squarer cut than a larger one with odd angles that may need supports or will increase the difficulty of printing. Thing to take note of when you're cutting legs, or in this case a flipper, is to make sure you're only cutting the flipper. You'll see as I move the cut, it'll pick up part of what would be a shoulder, or in some other prints it might just be a random piece that it picks up. Just be careful of this because it can drive you absolutely insane trying to find out where that bit came from and then needing to decide if you actually need it or not. Now getting to the end, you'll see that some parts are just too big, and I'm okay with that because I do have the other printers that I'll just use it on. You'll see that I've clicked to arrange all the pieces on the plates. Very rarely does this work out perfectly. So you'll see I'll go through the plates, change how the part sits, and that's what the little white parts coming up that I click you'll see. This does take some time and getting used to. It is a lot of trial and error until you get to see what will work and what won't. This will go on for a little while, so feel free to skip ahead to the very end if you like. The settings I use are just stock standard to start with, and then I'll go through and make changes as I need to for my customer.